Man. Yo, so this topic been popping into my head. I didn't even write a script for it, but basically, our underground rap listeners, are we considered outcasts by society now? Like for reals, this is like a real question, especially for me, since I am I'm a huge fan of underground rap. I've been a huge fan of underground rap for almost a decade, maybe a little less than a decade, but yeah, this shit is basically taking over my life. Like, let's be for reals. Underground rap nowadays, it probably has less potential than it once did back a few years ago in like 2017, 2018-ish. I feel like around that time, that's when it was like really thriving. Basically, it was something the internet had not seen before, or the world. Literally, we had guys like Lil Pump, Lil Peep, XXX Tentacion. They pretty much set the bar pretty high for like homemade DIY music, or like, I don't know, like real punk type shit. Basically, I think we're pretty much screwed. I do not see underground rap becoming mainstream, like the genre as a whole, for a few years. Like, honestly, if I'm totally being honest, underground rap music isn't the greatest quality when it comes to production, lyricism, none of that. Obviously, because it's like very DIY, it's an acquired taste for sure. And look, this isn't me saying like it got so bad, but let's be real though. Like, this isn't something you would show your parents. This isn't something you would show a random stranger. Like, yo, check this out. You probably show your friends, and they'd give you their honest opinion. Like, if they don't really listen to this type of music, they'd probably, give you their honest opinion. Like, I've showed people Fresh Boy Swag and stuff. Maybe that's a bad example, because a lot of people in the underground are like not big fans of him anyways. But that's like, he's somebody I listen to a lot. I remember I literally played Fresh Boy Swag in the car with my friend. He bursted out laughing. He literally bursted out laughing. That's only one example. This other example, I was on a trip with two friends. I was like, yo, bro, we're going to this rap concert. It's this dude named Casper. I was a huge fan of him back in the day. Like, any song he would drop, I was listening to. I think it was like the Kiss Me Through the Phone remix. I played it for him. I was like, yo, so basically this is the dude that we're going to go see live in a few weeks if you want to tag along. I played the song. Dude bursted out laughing as well. I'm not going to lie, I was a little heartbroken. Like, man, like, to me, this type of music, like, it was my everything, bro. Like, it still is, bro. Like, I listen to this shit every morning, every day. Like, underground rap music, it's all I know, bro. Like, I honestly do not tune into mainstream music unless something like really, really crazy is going on. Like, the last time I tuned into mainstream music was the Drake and Kendrick beef, and that was the first time in like a long time where I actually like tuned into like mainstream artists. Like, I swear to God, if Future dropped an album tomorrow, I could care less. And I used to love Future. Like, my music taste, like what I listen to now, it's so fried. Like, I set the bar pretty high, and technically I set the bar pretty low, because all I want to listen to is this very experimental type shit. Like, I feel like I've gone, and on the topic of being experimental, it's always good to experiment. Like, that's why the old scene of underground in 2017, that's why that did so good. It was experimental, it was different, something the world never heard before. But when you get too experimental, like, it's also becomes an acquired taste. The masses won't fuck with it, and I feel like we're at that phase right now where underground music is underground once again, way too experimental. It is literally for underground listeners only. Like, imagine they play, let me think of a good artist. Imagine you're a casual music listener, maybe even a casual rap mainstream listener. You go to your car radio, you're on the way to work, to school, whatever. You turn on the radio and they start playing Lil Shine, like super crazy auto-tune vocals. You're gonna be like, what the hell is this? Like, have the radio station lost their mind? But as underground fans, we consider Lil Shine to be one of the damn goats. Like, I'm telling you, underground music is fried, like, more than it's ever been, in my opinion. Like, obviously, this is just my opinion. Other people might not think that, but like, I think underground music is pretty fried. Like, it's bad, but in a good way. It's bad because it's like for mainstream audiences. I feel like a broken record now. Obviously, mainstream audiences will not mess with it. And like the only person we've really had blown up and like hit the mainstream is Yeet. That's it. Who else? Like, we prayed, we crossed our fingers for Summers. Never happened. And hopefully it happens soon. I just made a video on that. But like Sofago, man, he could have been next up too. I was never a big fan of Sofago anyways, but like it would have been nice to see him, you know, really be in that mainstream circle. But due to poor management, you know, it didn't happen. And honestly, I feel like he could have done really good in like the mainstream. Like, I feel like he would have done really good because like casual listeners might listen to Sofago and compare him to a mainstream artist like maybe Lil Uzi, maybe Young Thug, something like that, you know, that high pitched stuff. And like, dude, my like, how do I explain, like my brain, bro, it's so bad. Like, I'll listen to some super high pitched voice rapping and like I won't think nothing of it. I'll be like, okay, this sounds good. Same thing with autotune. Like, I swear to God, my ears cannot like distinguish an auto-tune voice from a regular voice anymore. Like, my ears are so used to listening to like super high setting auto-tune music. Like, my ears have become so normalized to that auto-tune voice sound. It's absolutely crazy. And like, I literally cannot play my music in a public setting. Like, I'm gonna get roasted. Like, people are gonna actually think I lost my mind. I talked about this on my story a little bit. I kind of just wanted to expand on this topic. You know, it's been something that I've thought about for quite a while. Like, literally, I would be like punished for playing my music out loud. Like, when people ask me what kind of music I listen to, I literally got to lie and say Kanye West, just to, you know, keep it simple, keep it pushing, you know. Like, god damn, bro, like I never thought it would be this bad. Like, back then, you know, when I was super young, I used to listen to, you know, radio music, you know, that's mainstream rap, guys like Drake, Lil Wayne, whatever. That was like normal back then. Like, everybody was listening to them. If you listen to them, you know, you wouldn't be considered a weirdo or anything. Basically, like, underground music listeners, we are not normal, bro. Like, and that's not a bad thing, you know. Being unique is really good. It's really awesome, you feel me? Like, there's nothing wrong with being unique, bro, straight up. But like, man, like, I never thought it would get this bad. Like, I'm in too deep. I am in too deep, I swear to God, bro. Like, I can never listen to normal music the same. Like, here's another issue. Like, when mainstream albums drop from like these mainstream artists, like, I literally have to skip through it. I can't listen to it. Like, my OCD or some shit, it just starts acting up. Like, I can't sit there and listen to a mainstream rap album seriously. Like, I'll listen to it, it just will not interest me. Like, I gotta listen to some like distorted 808s. I gotta listen to some super unmixed like hi-hat shit. But another thing I noticed today as well, while I was listening to music with my AirPod, for like the first time ever, my head did not feel well after listening to unmixed SoundCloud crap. I was listening to some like really old Yeet song. I forgot what it was, but I was like, alright, I gotta take a break from listening to music. The mixing was so bad on it. I don't even know if the mixing was so bad on it. Like, I think the mixing was bad, like, for sure. But like, it wasn't horrible. And I think the fact that I was listening to it like really high, I was like, alright, like, this is brain rot, bro. This is fucking up my brain. But yeah, I kind of just want to get on here and kind of rant, speak my mind real quick. Feel me? Probably just throw some like parkour Minecraft gameplay or some GTA stunt race gameplay over this. Hope you guys are having a good day. And if you stuck around this far, which none of you probably did, comment swag. Yeah, pretty much that's gonna wrap up this video. It's your boy Dill Cheese. Follow me on Instagram at Dill.cheese for memes. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, I'm out. Peace.